The right ones. So yeah. Um, I guess a second one. Why not? Ah, fuck it. Let's get to. Let's. Lorewalking. So I wanted to finish Red down. I wanted to know what Farron wanted in the Arthi lands before interesting myself into Red Dawn, into the Lorewalk, the stories of Lorewalking. So let's check it out. Let me check my stream.
Greetings.
Are you also talking? Let me just light up one because this is about to be great. Are you also taking a well-deserved break? There's nothing like catching up on some reading in the fresh air with a great view. But I will not mind some company. Will you care to hear a story? What story can you tell me?
Eyes open. Always be learning.
What is Lorewalking? Lorewalking can mean many things, my friend. For me, it is the gathering of stories. The many versions of stories. Often historical deeds of the heroes of Azeroth. Stories lost to history. Stories so fragmented by time and space, they are difficult for most to piece together. For you, it means hearing those stories. Ask me to tell you a tale, and I humbly believe it will be as tough as you are experiencing it yourself. As if you experience it yourself. I mean...
Every good story.
Oh, Lally is sending visitors in my way. Now? Lorewalk is so laugh a deep belly laugh. Of course she is. But she is correct. The only thing I love more than gathering stories is telling them. Sit down, let me share a tale with you.
Jade Serpent guide you. Tread lightly.
I will admit that I am in love with Xal'atath, so I will be biased. As heard the tale of a girl.
How does today find you?
That you can tell me about.
Jade Serpent guide you.
Xal'atath, the Harbinger, once known as the Blade of the Black Empire. Her history is a well-kept secret, but her words and deeds have affected many. She is impossible to ignore. Her story must be told.
Every good story needs.
The most cunning foes wait until you are desperate. They offer solutions you cannot afford to refuse. When the Burning Legion returned to our world, it was a desperate situation indeed. The heroes of Azeroth sought to arm themselves with the greatest weapons ever forged. Among these was Xal'atath, the Blade of the Black Empire. A high priest searched far and wide for the blade.
did you have a question? Tell me more about the Legion invasion. It is a lengthy tale, but suffice to say, the Burning Legion is a horde of demons from other worlds, bent upon utter destruction. They are led by the fallen titan Sorgeras, a cosmic creature so powerful that it is difficult to imagine. The Legion has invaded the world several times, but this tale focuses on their third invasion. Tell me more about the heroes of Xal'atath arriving at the Battle of the Broken Shore.
Tread lightly.
My son, a terrible darkness has returned to our world. As before, it seeks to annihilate everything that we hold dear. I go to face it, knowing I may not return.
Maybe not.
They're coming! They're coming back!
All my life I have lived by the sword. I've seen kingdoms burn, and watched brave heroes die in vain. It's been difficult for me to trust after losing so much. But from you, I have learned patience, tolerance, and faith. Open fire!
Oh, god damn. And everything falls apart.
Anduin, I now believe, as you do, that peace is the noblest aspiration. But to preserve it, you must be willing to fight. For Azeroth!
God damn. God damn.
Hello.
I am ready to learn about the High Priest's journey to find Xal'atath.
Fair. Now listen closely to my tale. The High Priest's search brought them to Tirisfal Glades, where they met with the Lancer Foul.
I will hide in shadows no longer.
I have been working with Moira Thorson to infiltrate the Twilight Summer cult. We've learned of an ancient and powerful old god relic, a blade used at various points in history to wreak havoc. Moira's double agent informed us a new leader is rising and plans to cement his ascension using this weapon in an unholy ritual. We must find them, stop the ritual, and seize the artifact. We will meet in Dalaran afterwards. Stop the ritual and acquire Xal'atath, Blade of the Black Empire.
Until next time.
I'm out of
Praise be to the new leader. Once the hand to the Twilight Father, the Shadow Deacon has decided now the time to regain our past glory. While the Twilight Father left to serve Deathwing, the Shadow Deacon maintained his role as a bishop in Stormwind. He continued infiltration and recruitment effort there for some time until the fall of Deathwing and the Twilight Father. He then ordered what was left of our organization to go quiet and allow foes their temporary victory. But then he found it, or perhaps it found him, the Black Blade.
It's too far away.
The Shadow Deacon was a cautious and calculating master, preferring the secrecy of the shadow to direct action. Ever since he found the blade, his entire demeanor has changed. Arrogant, commanding, audacious. He now favors a bold plan to restore power to the Twilight's hammer. The blade is called Xal'atath. It has come from an age before most of our races existed. We only have the scrawlings of previous holders to go from. While it is mostly raving of those that lacked the will to wield the blade, many of them say the same thing. They speak of the Black Empire, of a time when our true master ruled all of Azeroth. Massive sacrifices, living buildings filled with void energies. Sometimes we can hear the Shadow Deacon speaking to someone in his stance. He has mentioned the glory of the Black Empire as well. We have finished setting
The
up.
High Priest learned the Shadow Deacon, the new leader of the Twilight's Hammer, found the Black Blade. Xal'atath changed him. He became obsessed with the Black Empire. The High Priest already knew of Xal'atath through their allies in Netherlight Temple. Moira Thorson had an agent infiltrate the cult.
We have finished setting up a small base as per Deacon's order. He is driven. so sure this is the proper path for the Twilight Hammer. We will be visible to our enemies, but he believes it is worth the risk. There is some sort of broken seal leading to a complex beneath the lake. The lake itself looked like it suffered a titanic explosion thousands of years ago. Somehow, the Shell Deacon knew of this location and know that Straxi died here. His plan is bold. He will use the Black Blade to resurrect this ancient being and restore the Twilight Hammer to its pinnacle. Tomorrow I go in to command the forces holding the upper area. He was already dampened the wards and is preparing to enter the lower area.
Greetings.
Did you have a question? Tell me more about Keeper's Rest, the Old Gods, and the Twilight Hammer. The Keeper's Rest is another name for the Tomb of Tyr. Once, in this very location, Titan forged Keeper Tyr fought against a dark entity known as Xal'atath, the Corruptor. Although Tyr defeated Xal'atath, he gave his life to do so. This is the spot where he was buried, and a most sacred place. It was guarded by a secretive group that called themselves the Tyr's Guard. Tell me more about the Old Gods. The Old Gods, they are terrifying entities, said to have been sent from the void to corrupt this world. Long ago, they ruled over Azeroth. Their combined domains were known as the Black Empire. One of these entities, a Charge, was said to have been defeated by the Titan Amantul. In ripping his charge from Azeroth, Amantul managed to damage the world. Thus, the other Old Gods were sealed away rather than removed. They did not wish to damage Azeroth further. Over time, Azeroth champions have defeated each of the Old Gods in turn. Tell me more about this charge. Ah, my friend. Of all the Old Gods, this creature chills me the most. Once known as the Beast of Seven Heads, a charge was the Old God that fell to Amantul so long ago. As the Titan ripped his charge from Azeroth, it is said that the Old God breathed out one last terrible breath. That breath manifested seven Shah that plagued Pandaria. Anger, hatred, violence, fear, doubt, despair, and pride. Was there any hope for my homeland when it loomed beneath such shadow? The answer, of course, was yes. Champions of Azeroth rose to challenge, and the last vestiges of that terrible monster were at last destroyed. Tell me more about C'Thun. C'Thun was a terrible entity of madness and chaos that was imprisoned within the city of Ankiraj in Xal'atath. Although dormant, he surged into action when disturbed by the Night Elves. This led to the War of the Shifting Sands, in which the Kaldorei and the Dragonkind united to fight back C'Thun, Kiraji, and their Xal'atath minions. The Great Scarab Wall was erected to keep the Old God contained. Of course, the gates of Kiraj were opened again centuries later, but champions of this world fought and successfully defeated C'Thun in the end. Tell me more about Yogg-Saron. Yogg-Saron, a most devious entity indeed, imprisoned in the depth of Ulduar by the Titans. His reach was still inescapable. His blood ran through the entire continent of Northrend, crystallizing into the mineral Sauronite. With the blood came the Old God's whisper. Many fell to Yogg-Saron's machinations, including a warden of his prison, the Keeper Loken. Yogg-Saron caused Loken to turn on his own kind and bring down the rest of the old gods' wardens from within. Thankfully, champions of our world defeated Yoxaron as well. What about the Twilight Summer? The Twilight Summer is an insidious cult that worships the old gods and seeks to bring about the end of the world. It has worn many faces over the years, but its purpose has never wavered. And each time we seem to root the Twilight Summer out, it only twists its way into another form, in another place. Perhaps it will always exist in some form, as long as there are those consumed with the idea of the apocalypse. Tell me more about the Legion. Yeah. No. Please continue your story.
Eyes open. All right.
We have an intruder.
Excellent. I was expecting him, but I don't think you were.
What? You traitor!
Myra said he'd be coming. I'm Slaghammer, paying my family's debt by hanging out with these buggers. Let me take down this barrier. The Shadow Deacon's already below, starting his ritual. To get there, we'll need to do a bit of work. If you have any questions, let me know. But we best hurry.
We didn't have much time, but yeah, deserves some answers. What you want to know about Shadow Deacon, the Blade? What the hell is going on? Ah! This was sort of sudden. Where are we? What's going on? Can you believe they found the tomb of Tyr himself? He died here long ago, fighting some monstrous general of the old gods. His comrade buried him here, and the corpse of that beast further in. The tomb was also meant to guard the prison tomb of that monster, but the Twilight Summer put a stop to that. The Shadow Deacon used a blade of getting his minion to keep the wars down while he went below. The Shadow Deacon. Who is this new leader? The Armor has been in disarray since their Twilight Father and Deathwing took a dive. I'm guessing that the Legion attack. All of the leader was left to the idea of taking over while everyone was distracted. He wedged out the nation artifact of the old gods and is planning on using it on that dead monstrosity down here to cement this takeover on the cult. I didn't get a good look at the Deacon, but it seemed really familiar. You mentioned a magical blade. Can you tell me more? The blade, I knew Moira will want to know. I think that dagger has been behind some of the worst nightmares Azeroth has seen, if I remember the stories. It looks similar to that stories told about the War of Three Hammers and Grim Batal. It was the shadows and it seemed a cult. The Vyrah light. I think it might have a mind of its own too. It seemed the Shadow Deacon is sometimes talking and arguing but to nobody at all. We'd best stop this ritual and pry that blade loose on the cult.
These buggers are suppressing Tyr's wards, so the Deacon can do his work below. We need to take them down. Start by dispelling the wards on the ritualists.
I need to get closer.
A trap! Destroy that creature before it kills us! There. The path to the prison should be open. Well, if it ain't me old friend, we'd be doing the world a favor written into this bad, eh? More of the Deacon's mind games. We could master spell them, or just fight them, but it wouldn't get too close.
I need to get closer. I need a target.
Yes, the blade is right. I am unstoppable. Once Sakaj lives again, I will hold dominion over this world. Our old leaders chose to work with pawns. I choose the real power!
This is nae good.
Defend me, Blade! You said this would work! You think to stop me. With this weapon, I can do anything. Anything! This shouldn't be happening! Why aren't you protecting me?
Weak and pitiful. The Twilight Father did not dare wield me, for he knew the price of failure.
Give me another chance! No! No!
You, on the other hand, yes, I foresee us doing great things together. Take hold of my haft and I will aid you. For now. Yes, we are eager to feast on the fallen Titan's minions. But first, Sakaj. The cultists may try to stir him again, or he could awaken on his own. We must consume his essence to ensure he is gone forever. You know this must be done.
Hello. Farewell.
At this point, the High Priest continued their battle against the Legion with Xal'atath at their side.
In the final battle, Sargeras plunged his blade, flowing with poison, into Azeroth. Xal'atath was one of many weapons whose powers were used to nullify the sword. She was weakened, but not for long.
Tell me more about Xal'atath, whispers to the High Priest. What kind of things did she say? Xal'atath often spoke directly into the mind of the High Priest, whispering his opinions, secrets, and memories. The High Priest kept a careful record of her words. Would you like to hear more? What did Xal'atath say in the Netherlight Temple?
Netherlight Temple was a grand hall where priests gathered. There, the High Priest heard these whispers in their mind.
Do the Naaru speak of the eternal conflict? That the entire history of your world is but a fraction of the time that has passed? Of those that came before the Draenei? No? I know the Naaru consider us horrors to be resisted. We do not share this view. They are merely beloved brethren that lost the true path. They will return to their masters in time.
Did she talk about the old gods?
While wandering the world, the High Priest once heard Xal'atath whisper this.
It is ironic that the weakest of us may be the ultimate victor. Cthulhu, Yogg-Saron, Y'Shaarj, and... well, only one would remain to consume the world that was always meant to be.
And about the Month Flayer.
Mind Flayer Ka'az was a powerful Naraki, a servant of the old gods. As the High Priest defeated it in the assault of Violet Hold, Xal'atath whispered this.
For this idiotic pustule of N'Zoth to have lived so long, it does little to refute my opinion of this world's new owners.
Did Xal'atath... I heard that Xal'atath even mentioned the Pantheons.
In one of the final battles against the Legion, Azeroth's greatest heroes fought upon the seat of the Pantheon, the Titan's very cradle of creation. When there, the High Priest heard these ominous words from Xal'atath.
Long have we sought entry to this realm. To think we have a mortal to thank for giving us our foothold. Your service will be remembered.
Did she had any opinion about the Naarus, the Darkened Ones?
In a stronghold on Argus, the destroyed home planet of the Draenei, the High Priest and Alleria Windrunner encountered Lura, a Naaru fallen to the void. Here, Xal'atath whispered.
Ah, now this is true beauty. At least one of the mortals in your midst can appreciate what it offers.
After Lura's defeat, Alleria did something unprecedented. She absorbed the Naaru's void energy into herself. Xal'atath's whispers grew eager.
The caterpillar has become the butterfly. She is all but ours now.
Jade Serpent guide you.
Xal'atath was a powerful weapon and a talkative presence.
Every good story needs a hero.
Please continue your story.
Tread lightly.
Though no, only a blade of little power, Xal'atath was not idle. In the aftermath of the Legion invasion, tensions between the Horde and the Alliance erupted into the Fourth War. Xal'atath took advantage of the many forces at play in the war in a gambit to restore power.
After the Legion was defeated, Azeroth erupted into the Fourth War. In the midst of the chaos, Xal'atath made her next move. Here, Xal'atath came before the High Priest once more, with promises of power.
The whispers are faint, but grow louder as you hold the blade in your hand. So weak, need blood, souls. The voice trails off, but you can still sense the dagger urging you on. It is a familiar sensation, says Xal'atath in recovering its strength.
Strength failing. I need blood. Souls.
I don't have a target.
Abyss, take you! Abyss, take you.
Ah, much better. All cruel of you to leave me in such state. But we can reminisce later. No doubt you have many questions. As you know, I can offer countless answers. Xal'atath speaks once more. The servants of N'Zoth prepare for the master's return. They intend to conjure a cowering storm to wash away all unbelievers. The particular ritual they will invoke will require 3 ancient artifacts. One of void, one of storm, and one of ocean. Even though I hear the voice rarely calling to me, it is being empowered, or corrupted, I'm not sure which. I see you upon a cliff, overlooking a vast sea. Come, priest, we can find a much better use for such a prize. Find the void stone and trust far.
The High Priest journeyed to stop the followers of N'Zoth, an old god, a dark creature who sought to corrupt our world. Let us have Mishi speed this story along, shall we?
How glorious it is to be renewed. Though I haven't forgotten your callous misuse of me in Xal'atath. Such a waste of potential. It pleases me that we have a chance to spend more time together. You should know that of my many companions, you were my favorite. We will accomplish remarkable things together, you and I. Magnificent things. That which we seek is nearby. A relic of concentrated void energy. There, those novices are performing some sort of ritual on the stone. Stop. Does she actually think she can break open the stone? Fool. Were we not pressed for time, I would enjoy watching her fail. Unleash the Void Stone, my champion. It should provide the strength I need to help you find the other two relics. Yes. Yes! It's been so long since I took a mortal form. This body is pleasing, don't you think? Once again, you prove deserving of my admiration. Such a worthy champion. Tell me what you want.
A change of can be invigorating. Eh, High Priest?
Such magnificence awaits us.
Do not be distracted. We have more to do.
The time comes.
I sense another relic. A trident. Though lost to the depths, it calls to me, High Priest. Do you hear it too? Its songs take form. I see a harbor to the east. An ambitious pirate, greedy and proud, completely unaware of the power hidden within her hoard of gold. A will-be Captain Cerberus will not permit her simply hand over a prize. I fear she must be taught a rather harsh lesson. But that is your specialty, is it not? Find the second relic.
Open your mouth.
Did the High Priest foresee the consequences of their actions here? Regardless, they traveled to Freehold. Mishi can help us get there safely.
A powerful Naga once possessed the trident. Now his underlings seek to recover it. What delicious irony that a pirate keeps such a coveted prize as a trophy. So many possibilities.
Is the trident in your possession?
What do you seek?
I never doubted you for a moment.
Such magnificence awaits us.
Xal'atath breathes in deeply and smiles. My strength grows. I can clearly see it now. The third relic we seek. The crown known as Tempest Scholar. How fitting that after the fall of Atal Graal, the gluttonous Tuatana will be the one to find the artifact. It was always scuttling about the depths, seeking treasure for his collection. Tuatana's greed has left him trapped within a cave he can never leave. The crown awaits us there. Retrieve the third relic.
Open.
Xal'atath required one final artifact from the High Priest. Shall Mishi move us along?
It is no mere coincidence that our paths intersect. You are meant to find me. I was meant to find you. A grand destiny lies before us. Surely you sense it as well as I. But enough musing. Make your way to the shores of Vol'dun. That is where the third prize awaits. So many possibilities.
The crown is far more useful in her hand than in the claws of an oversized bottom
The
feeder.
time comes soon.
It's too far away.
Tell me what you want.
Further proof that you and I can achieve great things together, High Priest. So many possibilities.
Such magnificence awaits us.
The relics are ours, as it meant to be. There is but one more step needed for the great truth to be revealed. Naga sought to summon their storm from a place that echoes with ancient power. Though the site has had countless names over the ages, you mortals know it as the precipice of oblivion.
Time comes soon.
I will go on and begin preparations. Meet me there.
Open your mouth.
The pieces were falling into place. Only one task remained. Let us have Mishi hasten the journey. Xal'atath often whispered to the High Priest about the old gods and their Black Empire. We have fought countless wars against them as they seek to turn our world to void. Finally, Xal'atath was the only one who remained. He was waiting patiently for his moment to strike. In Xal'atath, Xal'atath found an unexpected collaborator.
A stone to call forth the darkness. A weapon forged in the depths. A crown for the ruler of all worlds. Hear me, God of the Deep. I have brought you the Opener, the bringer of truth, the torch that lights the way. Honor our bargain. Free me to find my own fate.
Go. But the blade must remain to serve my will.
A fair exchange. Shadows guide you, my dear friend. We will meet again. I am certain of it.
I have dreamed your destiny, mortal. The hour is close at hand. That which was sunken shall rise. All that was sleeping shall be awakened. Receive my gift and see all truths before you.
Damn.
Xal'atath was freed from the blade and took a mortal form. Her past remained a mystery. But we Lorewalkers are never satisfied with an incomplete story.
How does today find you?
Tell me about Xal'atath, his gift, and Xal'atath. There are those who will say that Xal'atath was the weakest of the old gods. A misconception, perhaps, for research will indicate that Xal'atath was responsible for many of the trouble that plagued the world. It was Xal'atath who corrupted the Black Dragon Neltharion into Deathwing. Xal'atath was responsible for twisting the Queen Ashara and her Highborn into the Naga. It is even said that Xal'atath helped craft the Emerald Nightmare. For a weak creature, Xal'atath was still a force to be reckoned with. But what about this gift? The so-called gift of Xal'atath allowed one to easily discern who had allied with the old god and speak with them. Indeed, it is said that this gift granted the ability to speak the language of the old gods themselves. Yet, one must wonder what the cost of such gift truly was. If you choose to embrace this gift, you accepted Xal'atath's dominion, did you not? What is Xal'atath? Xal'atath, a home of the old gods and their minions, not a place such as different reality. A vision in which the Black Empire had been restored and conquered the world. Xal'atath sought to merge Azeroth with its twisted version of reality, but the heroes of our world put an end to his plan before they could succeed.
Tread lightly.
Xal'atath's gift was a dark one, indeed.
Farewell. Eyes open. Always be learning.
I believe the information my fellow Lorewalker and I have is completely new. I am not sure of its importance, but perhaps you can decide.
Jade Serpent guide you. Tread lightly.
Many years ago, a stone tablet from Stormsong Valley made its way into my library. It took years to break the cipher and translate the fragments of rune etched into it. I will tell you what we have pieced together. A tale of yet more treachery.
Eyes open.
This tablet is a record of a battle from long ago, when the Black Empire ruled all. The old gods sent all of their forces to Xal'atath to counter an unexpected attack from Xal'atath.
Come forward, Chosen. Xal'atath seeks to usurp the Masters. Lord N'Zoth will not tolerate this betrayal. Serve as you are meant to.
You are chosen. Beautiful thought you are. Be grateful.
For the glory of the Empire.
Remember your place.
Do not question their will.
Xal'atath bring with her army of shadows and tricks. They are nothing to revolt forms. You have been chosen, blessed with power by N'Zoth to serve as its champion. Go now and destroy them. Lord N'Zoth calls upon his brethren to aid in Xal'atath's defeat. You have been chosen to make the way for them to arrive. You know what to do.
Go forth with N'Zoth's gifts of power. Your mission is too important for you to fail, minion. Your contributions are seen and acknowledged. Bring the others to me.
I need to target something first.
Oh, go out there. Look at this one.
Get closer.
Oh.
Nizal should have known Xal'atath would target Nyalotha when she learned what he was building. Fortunately, our aid will leave him in our debt.
Xal'atath underestimates us. Her attempts to distract us have failed. Even we will work together when faced with such blatant betrayal.
You are covered in the dust of shade like the blood of your enemies. Good. I have no doubt Lord N'Zoth could defeat this Xal'atath without the aid of his brethren. If only she had not infiltrated so.
Go and do as you are told.
They are ready. The Lord all Xal'atath within the keep. You are the people to trigger the avalanche of their power. When Xal'atath, go, join them.
This creature, Xal'atath, is not like Lord N'Zoth and his kin. She does not appreciate their power or our Black Empire. Show her the error of her ways. Xal'atath, you betrayed not only the strength of the Black Empire, but the very darkness that embraced you. As punishment for your craven selfishness, you will suffer in confinement. Eternally sealed. You shall only watch this world as it gains untold power without you. You shall never lay claim to it.
Eternally pathetic. You are mere pestilence, parading as lords. This is not the end of the game, only the beginning. And I have all eternity to play.
The last desperate cries of one who has witnessed the inevitable.
But that was not all Xal'atath said. The tablet states she whispered in a voice only N'Zoth could hear.
Consider what greatness could be yours if your siblings did not stand in your way. The offer stands. You need only reach out and claim it.
This was how Xal'atath became the blade of the Black Empire eons. I fear this raises more questions than it answers. What is Xal'atath? Is she related to the old gods? What does she ultimately intend to achieve? Although Xal'atath's origins remain a mystery, her actions have brought harm to everyone. Perhaps that is all one needs to know in order to oppose her.
Hello. Jade Serpent guide you.
What did Xal'atath's last words to N'Zoth mean? Did she foresee their future collaboration? Was it her plan from the start?
Thank you for listening to my tale, friend.
Wow. So this is great. Echoes of Xal'atath played with the Black Empire. Let's see. They're crowding. Archlegion Elm? This was great. This was really great. Okay. Damn. And the time walking was actually really, really interesting. Really fascinating. Like, I really like this one. My